Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me on the Give and Go podcast. A gorgeous Saturday day. Just got back from Barnegat Shore Regional soccer game. Double overtime. Shore won with 40 seconds left in the second overtime on a free kick to get 3 points in the Shore Conference group play that's started today, I guess, for a couple schools. We are week and a half into the season, top 10 all scrambled up with Middletown South beating Freehold. Howell beat Middletown South this week. So Monday, look out for my top 10. It's going to be a head scratcher tomorrow when I try to figure that out. But today I got a special interview, a multi-sport athlete from Rainey. I do believe might be my first Rainey athlete on my podcast. Play soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. Senior Katie Renaud. Katie, thank you for taking time out and joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now, brought up multi-sport. We're in the soccer season. So let's just start that. How old were you when you started playing soccer?
Um, I grew up in a soccer town, so I think I started playing, maybe I was 8. I started playing rec soccer, which then eventually led to like our town travel team. And then I played for PDA Shore for I think like a year or two. Um, I think that's yeah.
Who was your coach at PDA Shore?
Pat Snyder.
Okay, I don't
It
think
was a
he.
while ago.
Yeah, I don't think he's around anymore. I know the PDA Shore guys now, and yeah, he's not around. So what can I ask what town did you start? What town did you grow up?
Stafford.
Stafford? Okay.
Hmm.
They that's like my niece's rival when they play. It's always stat because it's always a very competitive, usually one goal game. They've been doing a lot of good things with the town program before the kids go off to the academy programs and stuff like that. But yeah, they're growing, and that's one reason why Southern and Central are, becoming strong, schools in soccer. So did you now you play goalie for Rainey? Did you play goalie back then for Stafford and Pediasure?
I actually didn't start playing in goal until middle school. Um, when we didn't have a goalie. I was the tallest kid on the team. They were like, "You're going in goal." So I was like, "Okay." But before that, I played center back.
Okay. What do you like better, center back or goalie?
Um, I like playing in goal. Definitely in the games that I'm getting shot on more. I like the adrenaline rush that you get when you make a save. Um,
So everybody that knows, a friend of mine refereed Katie's game this week and called me right after the game to ask me if I knew her, and I do know her from basketball. I didn't know she played soccer, but never really got a chance to see Rainey play yet, and he raved about how well she did in net. So that's why I reached out to Rainey to set this up because I value his opinion. So if he says how good she is, that was a big compliment. So you started playing middle school and you just carried that over
yeah,
to now you have a sister, correct?
I do. Yeah.
Young, same age or younger?
We're twins.
You're twins. Okay. What position does she play? Because I know she is on the soccer team.
She usually plays right back.
Right back.
Yep.
Now I remember 2 seasons ago, um, Rainey played some pretty good games, and I think I had you and your sister as the division players of the week before I was with an actual media company when I just did it myself.
Hmm.
That was when it was Rainey, Point Beach, St. Rose. It was very tough in that division to pick. Um, just because St. Rose and Point Beach usually beat everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
they
division
definitely are
pretty, pretty,
very.
and then, but you girls held your own against Keyport and Asbury if I guess they fielded a team because most of the time they forfeited. I think that season. So, all right. So let's touch a little bit on basketball. How old were you when you started playing basketball?
Um, it was a little later than everyone else. I think I started playing with my town team in sixth grade. Um, I played with them for about a year, played with all my friends, and then seventh grade was when I went and started playing like club basketball, I guess.
Mhm. Travel ball, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, I played that until the end of my eighth grade, like the summer going into freshman year.
Okay.
So,
Who was the club team that you played for, the travel team?
they're not really a team anymore, but I played for Team Rio.
Okay, no, yeah, Team Rio. Yeah, and I know a lot of Rainy boys basketball players were involved with Team Rio back,
Hmm
and yeah, they kind of turned into Jersey Gems, I guess.
hmm
Yeah, they
Yeah.
merged into Jersey Gems. Okay, and you also do lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that something you just picked up for high school, or did you play that when you were younger?
Lacrosse started in high school. It was kind of just something
Something,
for fun, you
something,
know.
something to do in the spring season. Now, I've never been to a lacrosse game, but I heard the whistle blows a lot in
Oh,
lacrosse.
definitely. Yeah.
Does that get annoying, especially you with a basketball and soccer background where, it's pretty constant movement in those, especially basketball. Does that get a little annoying that the game just, keeps on stopping for lacrosse?
Um, it can. When I first started playing, I was very confused why the game kept stopping. But I guess you get used to it over time.
Yeah. And what position do you play for lacrosse?
Primarily I'll play as a defender, but every once in a while, if our middies need a break, I'll go up there.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Um, let's touch a little bit. Let's just talk about a little bit about, the Rainey's soccer team. How many seniors are on the team this year?
oh, um, I'd like to say I think we have like six maybe.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I remember 2 seasons ago. I thought you girls were going to do pretty well last season, but I think the division get me, and then this whole new short conference tournament format kind of changed things around with certain teams. Now, uh, who's the coach at Rainey?
Gary Williams.
All right, and he's been there what 3 or 4 years, I think, or 4 years.
This,
Yeah.
yeah, this is his third year.
Third year. Okay.
Mhm.
How has he helped you, made you a better player, or how do you think he's helped the team? Because I think they went through a couple coaches.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's super knowledgeable about soccer, which is really good for us because our team, we're not fully composed of people who have been playing soccer their entire lives. Like, we get a lot of people, this is their first time touching a ball. Um, but he really just helps us out with like the fundamentals. With him, practice games, it's always a super positive environment. Everyone on the team, they want to show up. It's not like, oh, I have soccer later, like I don't want to go. It's we get to go and play soccer together. But yeah, he's just super positive. He knows what he's talking about.
that also, I think, would show on the field, um, chemistry wise, the fact that, he makes it, you want to come to practice, you want to be there. It's not just like, oh, we got another game.
Mhm.
I don't, I don't know if you pay attention to baseball, but a minor league catcher just got kicked off his team because he was telling the other batters the pitches that were coming because he wanted the season to end. It was a playoff game, and he was telling,
Yeah.
yeah, and the other team told their coach, like the catches, and the coach called the other team, and the guy got fired. How would you how angry would you be if you found out a teammate did that in any sport? Was helping the other team because they wanted the season to end.
I mean, that would be super frustrating. I mean, if you're there to play, then
Yeah, he was a sixth round pick in baseball, which is that's pretty high for baseball. So
Yeah.
some potential there. And I think about the people drafted behind him that don't get the shot. He's getting a shot, and yeah, so that was a little mind blowing there. Now, basketball, Coach Linney has since she's been there, the program, top 10 the last couple of years, and the sure you've probably because she was part of Team Rio,
Hmm.
she was one of the coaches. How has she made you a better player? And just talk about the way she coaches the Rainy team.
Yeah. She's very straightforward. So, she's not gonna sugarcoat anything. Which at times can be like, oh, like dang it, but overall, like it's beneficial for everyone. Um, she again is another coach who she knows exactly what she's talking about. She went and played at Fairfield. She held like a bunch of records at SJV when she was there. Um, but she's great, like I don't know how to explain it. She's just super knowledgeable. She she knows like if we don't believe in ourselves, she's really there to kind of just push you to the next step, the next level that you can go and play at.
Um, Talk about playing with somebody like the level of Haley Poser,
Yeah.
great player. How does she make everybody around her better?
Um, she's very good. She's way better than I'll ever be. Um, but that doesn't mean that she like takes it easy on anyone. Like if I'm matched up with her, she'll block my shot. She'll go and like just go right past me, and she makes me play up to her level instead of coming down to my level, which is super awesome. Um, and she'll help you out, like if you're having trouble with something. Um, but she's super great at helping everyone, and just pushing you.
What do you think the outlook is? Because, we got Haley coming back senior, Ashley, she's going to be a sophomore this year, Ashley Krager. Emily Kavanaugh now, should be more comfortable, since transferring over. So there's some talent. I know Rainey kind of a smaller school, so the number, not a lot of students, but so the bench might be a little bit shorter than some of the bigger schools. But what do you think the outlook is this season for Rainey for girls basketball?
Um, I definitely think that we're gonna shock some people. We've slowly been building up, getting better each year. We actually, I don't know if you know this, we have a new transfer this year. Michelle Steele.
Yes, I did. I did know that, and
She
a
came
veteran
over
player.
from she came over from Homedale. Um, Claire Doherty, she's one of our forwards. She's been working very hard this summer.
She was a
Definitely gonna
freshman.
shock.
She was a freshman last year, right?
She's actually in my grade. She's going
Oh,
into her senior year, but she
you
didn't
might
start
think.
playing basketball
Okay,
until I think our sophomore year she started playing.
okay.
But she's
Did
had insane progress. Um,
was she the one that hit the shot against Wildwood Catholic?
mhm,
That's
yep. Um,
and that's only her. That was so she started sophomore year. That was only her second year playing basketball, and she hit that game-winning
mhm,
shot in the states.
yep, yep.
So that also could say something about coach. Getting a player up to that caliber where she could come in. Whether start or relieve Ashley for some minutes, and
Yeah.
you're not taking, you're not really losing that much off the court. Um, so a lot of positive things with Rainy basketball. Okay. Before we talk, so let's go back to growing up. Did you play any other sports that you don't play in high school, like growing up as a kid?
I tried a lot of different sports. I tried gymnastics for a little bit, but didn't go great. I think I played softball for a season or two. Um, and then a big part of me growing up, I swam for I think like 7 years. Um, that was like my main sport until about sixth grade, I think. Um,
What made you give that up, or
um, Swimming, it was never really, I started very young, like I think it was like 5 when I started. So it wasn't like, oh, like I want to go and swim. It was kind of just like you're gonna swim. And it was great for the time that it was, but eventually I mean, 12 years old swimming for 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, and it just became a lot. Um, and it wasn't something that I was like I truly loved.
It wasn't
And I feel
okay.
like you really need that for something of that big of a time commitment.
Yes, that's correct. I say that with, every sport, the way club soccer is today and AAU basketball, it's a lot of time you better really love that sport too. And it's not just time for you. Your parents got to take the time out to get in you to where you need to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I want to, twin sister, or were you two super competitive as kids growing up?
Um, we did a lot of the same things together. Um, most sports we did together. She never played basketball, but like soccer, we swam, we did all the other stuff together. School's been our biggest competition with each other. Because everyone is like, oh, who's smarter? And we can never really answer that question because we're both, um, I'd say we're pretty close. Um, but I don't know. I feel like we were more competitive when we were younger with each other. Because now we're kind of just like we want what's best for each other. So we want to see each other succeed. I mean, obviously, if we're doing the same thing, I want to be better than her at it, but you know,
That's that's funny. That's a good answer. Um, I'm gonna ask you. I do like a little rapid fire. I probably should have told you before we hit record. Like
oh
your
boy.
favorite rapid fire questions, like favorite TV show, that kind of stuff. Okay.
Okay.
All right. First one we'll do favorite TV show.
Okay. Probably either The Vampire Diaries or I really like Criminal Minds.
Okay. That's a different one. Haven't heard Criminal Minds. Um, how about favorite movie?
Oh, um, that's definitely a hard one.
I'll let you off the hook. How about favorite genre, like action,
Oh,
comedy?
I like comedy movies, like Adam Sandler movies.
Ah, okay.
I'll rewatch like White Chicks. I'll rewatch that over and over again.
All right. Which one do you read? Happy Gilmore. He's making the second Happy Gilmore. I can't wait. Can't wait for
Yeah.
that. That was one of my favorites growing up. Uh, favorite thing to eat, favorite food.
Ooh, probably sushi, but that's an occasional type of meal. So,
Do you have a song that you like to play before a game or, before you have something big come to get you pumped up or focused?
um,
Or does the
they,
basketball team have a song or something? Because sometimes the players give me a team song that they like to like a song that the whole team likes to listen to right before the game.
I think it changes each year, but this past season it was definitely it's called Unwritten. Um, I don't know who it's by, but it was in um a movie that came out over the winter, and it was just like on replay every day. Like
Unwritten.
I think it's
Natasha
yeah,
Bedingfield.
yep.
Let's see it was in the. I guess. Oh, it was in a couple movies. Ninja Turtles, Anyone But You, Ice Princess. Okay. Um, would you rather save a penalty kick or hit game-winning shot in basketball?
Ooh, is the penalty kick like a penalty shootout
P
or just like
yeah, yes, a PK.
oh? I'm gonna have to go with save because I feel like for PKs the goalie's not usually expected to save the ball at all. So.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. What is something you enjoy doing in your free time when you're not doing schoolwork or, doing something sport related?
Um, during when it's warmer outside, so like during the summer, I like to go to the beach.
The common
Um,
short conference answer. Yeah,
yeah.
that's expected. We did food. Favorite school subject.
Um, Probably science. I took an anatomy class last year and I really enjoyed it. Um,
Yeah, we didn't have those kids today. They get so many more options. Me, it was your history, your science. There was none of these fun classes like business or I know some schools you could focus on law enforcement, depending on your school district and stuff like that. I was talking to a trainer, yeah, 2 days ago at a game, and he was telling me how each school in that district has something different, and it's good for kids that want to try something different.
yeah, for sure.
All right, that was my last question for the rapid fire questions. So let's, senior year, going to be deciding where you want to go to school. When you're looking at campuses in college, you're going on you're visiting these schools. What are some things you're looking for that you could say, hey, I can spend my next 4 years plus, depending on your major?
I'm definitely looking for a warmer campus. So probably not any schools that are north of
Oh,
Jersey.
I
It's
have one.
it's
Go ahead. I'll let you finish first.
it's very you said it's like a very short conference answer, but I do want to be close to the beach.
Okay.
Um, when I go to school. Um, and I just
Does
want,
size
sorry,
matter? Size matter?
I was just gonna say that I do want like a good size school. So definitely not like a super small school like 2000. I feel like that's too small, but
Yeah. The funny answer, well, first of all, when I first started doing these during COVID, everybody the common answer was Florida. We wanted to go to school in Florida. Recently, it's been more closer to New Jersey, but an answer that I got that really shocked me was, and a few athletes said this, has to have a football team.
mm,
College has a football, and they didn't care, didn't have to be like Notre Dame or it just, even if it was a low D1 school or something, just somewhere where they could get to, student body gathers where they can meet other students and there's somewhere where, the student body goes like once a week. So is that something too that I mean, I get medium-sized school, that would probably be something that they would have anyway.
yeah, I mean football games. We don't have a football team at Ranney,
Yeah.
but I mean the high school football games like at Southern um look super fun. And I'm sure college is on another level.
Yes, I went to St. Rose. They did not have a football team, and I always went to my hometown's football games just because it's just a fun, being with your hometown, friends that you grew up with, and being at football games is always fun. I'm actually watching Notre Dame right now, and I went to one of their games, and I was already out of college, but I went, and it was such a fun experience. Like what the big colleges do on college game day for football, so it's a pretty fun experience. Do you know what you want to study?
Um, I've been very unsure about that for a while, but more recently I've gotten interested in like medicine, more specifically like emergency medicine, like trauma.
Okay.
Um,
That's yeah, that's a field that's a lot of blood maybe in that field.
yeah, yeah,
Emergency room, work in emergency room.
yeah.
Interest in becoming a doctor or a nurse or
Um,
don't?
I'm not really sure yet. I work with my town's EMS program. And it's just a very rewarding field, I feel like. Just being able to help people when they're in really harsh moments of their lives. Um, so that I think is something for me to figure out later on.
Mhm. That time. I forgot to ask this when we're talking about school and stuff. I like to ask a couple questions. You being the senior leader, of soccer, basketball, you'll be one of the senior leaders, and lacrosse, or even just being a senior at Rainey. What is something you hope to pass down to the underclassmen that you interact with?
Um, I'm very big on having fun and enjoying yourself when you're doing like with everything you do. I feel like you should enjoy yourself. Um, so like for sports, try to make everything as fun as it can be, even if things don't seem as fun or as enjoyable. Make the best out of everything, and the 4 years of high school, it goes by very fast. I mean, I feel like I was just a freshman. Um, to just make the best of your time, um, and make everyone feel included, because when everyone's included, everyone's having fun. Um, yeah.
All right, I like to end this. This is kind of a similar question, kind of different. I like to end this. What advice, this is how I end most of my interviews. What advice would you give your younger self if you could give yourself advice?
Oh, what advice would I give to my younger self? Honestly, I would tell myself that when you're doing something and you feel lazy or unmotivated to do it, or if you're scared to do something, for whatever reason, but it's something that you want to do, just go and do it, because um, if you miss out on the opportunity because you were scared to do something, you're gonna be kicking yourself in the butt for it. So,
I get some different answers, sometimes get the same answers. That was the first time I've gotten that answer. So that's great advice. Don't be afraid to do something. So that's great. So all right, Katie, I appreciate you taking time out to talk to me about all different sports and Rainy, and good luck with the rest of the soccer season. Good luck basketball season. Even though I don't cover lacrosse, good luck lacrosse. And, good luck finishing your senior year. And I'm going to try to get to a soccer game shortly. I got to check Rainey's schedule. And I'll definitely see you on the basketball court.
yeah, definitely.
So, all right, everybody. Thank you for seeing me. I'll see whoever on the sidelines this week once I take a look at this upcoming schedule. And good luck to everybody out there.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.